Hello everyone, welcome to the Tim Booker channel. I wish you all a pleasant listening experience. Today, the book I'm going to interpret for you is called Frientimacy. This book delves into the world of intimacy within friendships. Have you ever had this feeling? You've met many friends on social networks, but truly close and intimate friends are few and far between. Those friends who used to be inseparable have gradually drifted apart, becoming strangers you only exchange greetings with on special occasions. Nowadays, sincere friendship is as precious as romantic love. However, people often invest a significant amount of time and money in romantic relationships, while their approach to friendships can be more casual. Shouldn't we be more proactive in cultivating our friendships? The author of this book, Shasta Nelson, is not only the founder of the popular North American social network GFC but also an expert in the field of friendships. Her relationship advice column in the Huffington Post has gained widespread acclaim. When it comes to friendship, she offers unique insights. She believes that good friends aren't just a stroke of luck. Friendships, like romantic relationships, require nurturing. In this book, she analyzes why people tend to neglect their friendships, systematically explains the concept of the friendship triangle, and outlines how to build and develop high-quality intimate friendships. Alright, let's dive into the first question of this book. Why do people neglect the cultivation of friendships? One significant reason is that the internet age creates an illusion of not being lonely. You might say, doesn't social media strengthen connections between people? Indeed, the internet makes it easier than ever to meet new friends. Everyone's lively social circles and social media feeds make it seem like you have friends all over the world. However, social media often manufactures a false sense of not being lonely. While it makes connections appear closer, social circles larger, it can also make relationships shallow and superficial. Technology tends to simplify all the complexities of human relationships, but real connections require effort and patience. The superficial act of adding a friend with a click on a screen can intensify loneliness. This is because loneliness is not an objective state, it's a feeling deep within, unrelated to the number of connections but rather to their quality and significance. Even if many people give you likes, you can still feel profoundly lonely. Take a closer look at your contact list. How many friends are just acquaintances you occasionally interact with online, and how many would genuinely come to your aid in times of trouble? Loneliness, like hunger, is a useful warning signal from your body, indicating that something is missing. When you feel hungry, you should eat something to replenish your energy. Similarly, when you feel lonely, you should reach out and connect with others. What happens if you ignore this signal of loneliness? Psychologically, you may experience anxiety, depression, and suspicion. Physiologically, your immune system may weaken. Besides, many people genuinely don't want to admit their loneliness. The mere mention of loneliness often brings to mind negative feelings like depression, sadness, isolation, and bitterness. These negative associations make us reluctant to admit our own loneliness. Saying, "I feel lonely," feels like exposing our flaws, such as, "nobody likes me," or, "I have no close friends." In many cases, people recognize their loneliness but blindly seek out more friends in the hope of alleviating it. In reality, our loneliness isn't because we lack friends but because the time spent with friends isn't fulfilling enough. It's not because life lacks excitement but because we want to share life's experiences with good friends. It's not because we have too many flaws to be likable but because we need more recognition and encouragement. That's the true reason for loneliness. As mentioned earlier, loneliness isn't about the number of connections but their quality and significance. To combat loneliness, we don't need more friends, we need higher quality friendships. It's not about making new friends, it's about getting closer to old friends. Now that you've discovered the real antidote to loneliness, let's explore what intimate friendship is and how it's established. If you have an intimate friend, you can confide in them freely, whether you're ecstatic or in sorrow. They'll patiently listen to your words, trust you completely, and continue to care, understand, and value you as always. If you have an intimate friend, everything you do together is enjoyable, whether it's traveling, shopping, or having a 5-minute phone call during lunch break. If there's good news, you'll share it with them first, genuinely happy for their achievements. This is the satisfaction that friendship brings. If you have an intimate friend, you'll list their name as an emergency contact because you know they'll show up whenever you need them, no matter what. You'll also share secrets with them without worrying that they'll spread them or use them against you. This is the security that friendship brings. In summary, intimate friendship is a relationship where both parties have a sense of presence, satisfaction, and security. In this relationship, each person feels acknowledged, trusted, and understood. So, how do we establish the ideal intimate friendships? The establishment and maintenance of intimate friendships depend on three key words: positivity, compatibility, and vulnerability. If you envision friendship as a triangle, these three words are the three sides that together form a strong intimate friendship. The bottom side of this triangle is positivity. Positivity is the foundation and starting point for all friendships. Friendships often begin with a smile, a compliment, or a pleasant conversation. If someone consistently brings you joy, motivation, and hope, you're likely to become friends. Nobody wants to spend time with someone who is always troublesome, constantly seeking comfort, or quick to anger. Of course, positivity doesn't mean eliminating all negative emotions from life. After all, pain, disappointment, sadness, and frustration are inevitable experiences in life and valuable aspects of friendship. The key with positivity is that the positive experiences in intimate friendships should outweigh the negative ones. Research shows that in a high-quality intimate relationship, the ratio of positive to negative experiences should be at least 5 to 1. In other words, for every instance of stress, argument, or unmet expectations, you need 5 or more positive experiences to balance it out and maintain harmony. It's like having a friendship account where positive experiences are your deposits, and negative experiences are your withdrawals. The more positive experiences you deposit, the wealthier your friendship account becomes. When you have enough pleasant experiences saved in your friendship account, you can lean on your friend's shoulder when you're feeling down. However, if you have too many withdrawals, like rarely showing care for your friends, forgetting their birthdays, your friendship account will be overdrawn and eventually closed. So, it's crucial to be a positive, giving friend. An interesting phenomenon is that most people tend to feel like they're the ones who give more in their friendships. To address this issue, the author conducted a survey of over 1,000 respondents, and only 26% of them believed that the balance of give and take in their friendships was equal. A staggering 60% felt that they were giving too much. Psychologists refer to this tendency to overestimate one's own contributions as the responsibility bias. Why does responsibility bias occur? It's because people naturally focus on what they themselves do or actions similar to their own. For example, if you often treat your friends to meals, you might feel like you're giving too much when you realize they rarely reciprocate. However, in such moments, you may overlook the fact that they take vacations with you, bring gifts when they travel, or are the first to wish you a happy birthday each year. So, when interacting with friends, it's important to allocate some of your self-focus to them, keenly observe their various forms of giving, and express your gratitude generously while providing positive feedback. Another reason people feel that others give less is that friends may not accurately respond to our needs. For instance, if your parents arrange a respectable job for you, and your friends immediately send you congratulatory messages and want to celebrate with you, but you actually dislike the job and feel frustrated about your parents' interference, what you really need is for your friends to understand your frustration. Everyone is aware of their own feelings and needs, but others can't easily guess them. If you proactively communicate your true feelings and needs, your friends won't respond with the usual congratulations but will instead listen to your inner turmoil and conflicts. Therefore, it's essential to express your genuine feelings and needs, only then will the sincerity and contributions of the other party have true meaning. Now, let's move on to the second side of the friendship triangle, compatibility. If you and your friend share a high degree of compatibility, you can accurately anticipate each other's responses in various situations, and many things can be agreed upon without discussion. This predictability provides you with a sense of security, making you willing to trust your friend. Cultivating compatibility and trust doesn't have shortcuts, it requires a significant investment. However, this investment doesn't involve opening your wallet but rather investing your heart and time. Investing your heart means elevating your friend's priority in your mind. Life is always filled with various matters demanding your attention. Your computer might need fixing, your house may require cleaning, your fridge might be empty. However, if you're busy solving these immediate problems from morning to night and only think of seeing your friends when you have free time, you won't have much time to nurture your friendships. Friends shouldn't be the people you remember when you have spare time, they should be the people you continuously cherish and hold in your heart. Many people use busyness as an excuse to neglect their friends, but the truth is, the busier you are, the more you need friends in your life. Friendship can help alleviate psychological stress, provide you with energy and joy, and maybe even help you solve some of your current problems. What you should do is not complete your tasks first and then invest in your friendships. You should first make space for friends in your heart and then schedule other life tasks around your friendships. Investing your time means not pursuing efficiency in your friendships. Genuine friendships require long-term cultivation, and even the best friends require repeated practice and adjustment. If you overly desire speed and efficiency, you might start thinking, I shouldn't waste time on them, or, we have too many differing opinions, we can't be good friends. Such thoughts are overly utilitarian. We're all just human, not friendship prophets. Before you can accept different friends with an open heart, you won't know who will ultimately become your best friend. People's behavior is greatly influenced by their state of mind, and psychological studies show that a person's emotional intelligence is not a constant value but fluctuates between two levels depending on their stress response. When they're in self-protective mode or receiving support, they appear more cheerful and healthy. However, when they're fearful or exhausted, they may appear more negative. So, if you've only met someone a few times and already make a one-time evaluation, it's highly likely to be biased, and you may miss out on a potential close friend. Building friendships is not like financial investment. We don't need to find the most cost-effective strategy to meet the highest quality friends in the least amount of time. In reality, with friendships, we should follow our hearts, be open to people who interest us, spend time with them, get to know them fully, and then make judgments. Next, let's take a look at the third side of the friendship triangle, vulnerability. The term vulnerability is often misunderstood, with many people thinking it means revealing embarrassing secrets or exposing one's weaknesses, which can understandably evoke fear and unease. In a friendship, vulnerability is actually like extending a ladder to your friend. It's an act of trust where you voluntarily lower your psychological defenses, allowing your friend to cross the walls of your heart and see your most authentic self without reservation. So, vulnerability doesn't signify weakness, it symbolizes inner courage and strength. Through vulnerability, you can dissolve suspicion, enhance understanding, and witness each other's sincerity. For instance, when you're feeling emotionally overwhelmed and unable to listen to rational advice, all you really want is someone to confide in. If your friend provides a logical analysis and advice, it may make you feel even worse. In such moments, you can tell your friend, I'm feeling really overwhelmed right now, and I can't think straight. What I truly need from you is your listening ear. This is a form of vulnerability after understanding your emotional needs. Although you may appear weak, helpless, and even a bit embarrassed, your friend will sense your trust in them. They'll make an effort to understand your feelings, and your bond will grow deeper. Furthermore, there's another form of vulnerability that often goes unnoticed, and that's appreciating and celebrating each other's successes. Why is this considered a form of vulnerability? It's because when you acknowledge your friend as upright, excellent, reliable, and strong, you inevitably reveal your own shortcomings. Appreciating and celebrating each other's successes require courage because the highlights in your friend may be precisely what you lack in your own life, leading to feelings of inadequacy or even jealousy. For example, if a friend who graduated the same year as you gets promoted to a manager while you're still a department head, you might feel a pang of envy when you hear the news, perfectly natural. In such situations, if you say to your friend, congratulations on becoming a manager. If I don't admit to feeling a tiny bit jealous, I'd be lying. But, I've never questioned your success, it's actually a source of motivation for me, you are demonstrating vulnerability. In doing so, you not only express your recognition and admiration for your friend but also transform your jealousy into self-motivation. Achieving this isn't easy, but once you consciously practice it, your friend will treasure your friendship even more. Your words won't be insincere congratulations but heartfelt acknowledgement, and you'll genuinely share in their joy. Moreover, you can actively create opportunities for vulnerability. For instance, if you and your friend always meet with meticulously styled appearances and visit places like art galleries and concert halls, you could try organizing an outdoor camping trip. While setting up tents, barbecuing, and stargazing, you'll discover each other's more authentic selves. The culinary goddess in your social media feed might accidentally overcook the meat, and the friend who always discusses astrology might be clueless about outdoor survival. While everyone may reveal their imperfections, their real selves become even more endearing. Aside from arranging new activities, a simpler way to expand your conversations is to delve into deeper topics. Discuss your childhoods, your perspectives on friendship, the world, or delve into abstract subjects like dreams and beliefs. As your topics grow more extensive, so will the breadth and depth of your friendship. You'll have confidence in your friendship because you're close friends who can discuss anything, everything. Alright, now that you've gained an understanding of how the friendship triangle is structured and how to effectively apply positivity, vulnerability, and compatibility to elevate the quality of your friendships, it's essential to note that if these three elements are not well balanced and synchronized, various issues can arise in friendships. For instance, if there's an excess of compatibility and not enough vulnerability, you might find yourselves sharing everything about your lives during occasional gatherings. However, the thin emotional connection may struggle to handle such a vast amount of information, resulting in shallow interactions. While vulnerability and self-disclosure during sharing may feel good, sustaining a safe and enduring intimate relationship requires a sufficient level of compatibility and commitment. Opening up too early and completely can put you in a vulnerable and unsafe position. On the other hand, if there's an excess of compatibility and not enough vulnerability, you may feel like lifelong friends, but your opportunities to meet are limited, perhaps only a few times a year. This can lead to a sense of loneliness because you want to care but can't, ultimately letting each other become strangers. If you want to revive a friendship that was once close, you can start by increasing vulnerability. Since you already have plenty of trust and compatibility, you can take the next step by sharing your hidden stories and feelings. By opening up and showing vulnerability, you'll experience the beauty of being understood and deeply connected. To recap, positivity, vulnerability, and compatibility, when balanced and developed together, form a stable friendship triangle. Positivity involves maintaining a positive outlook in intimate friendships and cherishing each other's efforts while actively expressing your needs. Vulnerability demands lowering your psychological defenses, revealing your true self, appreciating each other's successes, and initiating unconventional activities and discussions. In the age of the internet, where our connections grow in number but loneliness persists, we must focus on cultivating high-quality intimate friendships. With the friendship triangle model, I hope you can better nurture meaningful friendships. Alright, this concludes the book, Intimacy, for you. Congratulations on finishing another book. Thank you for listening to the Tim Booker channel. Please subscribe to the Tim Booker channel, like, and share this valuable knowledge with your friends. Let's combine wisdom with practicality to achieve our financial goals and create a better future. Thank you, everyone, and goodbye.